Coming to HANA basic components. So we have basic concepts. Okay, in basic concept, the first concept is HANA mandatory components, HANA revisions, HANA sizing, and HANA requirements. Coming to first HANA mandatory components. We have 4 mandatory components. One is HANA DB server, nothing but your database software. The another one is HANA database client, okay, which is used to establish the connectivity between your interfaces and your DB server. And the third one is HANA Studio to access your HANA database. And the fourth one is HDBLCM. We call it as HANA Database Lifecycle Management. So this is my system. I have a system with me. This is my system. System is nothing but an operating system. So on this operating system, we are going to be install HANA DB server. HANA DB server means nothing but your database software. Okay, HANA DB server is nothing but your database software where we are installing on this operating system. We'll come to know what are the operating systems supported by your HANA database. We'll come to know that in the coming sessions. So HANA DB server is used to store data. Data means nothing but group of tables. So what type of tables HANA database supports? One is row store table, the other one is columnar storage tables. Out of these two tables, so only columnar storage tables are compressed in memory level. Okay, and HANA database will store data in disk as well as in memory level. Total 4 points. One is HANA DB server is nothing but a database software. Second point, HANA database server is used to store data. Data means third point, nothing but your tables, columnar storage tables and row store tables. Out of these two tables, only columnar storage tables are compressed in memory level. Okay, and the next point, HANA database will store data in disk as well as in memory level. Okay, to access the data, whatever we have in database level, okay, we have an interface. That interface is called as HANA Studio. Okay, HANA Studio is an interface which is used to access your database server directly. Okay, like example, like how you are accessing your Netflix server by using Netflix app. How you are accessing your SBA server by using SBA app. How you are accessing your IRCTC server by using IRCTC app, right? In the same way, how you are accessing your HANA database means by using HANA Studio. By using HANA Studio, I'm going to access the data of HANA database. How the connectivity is going to be established between HANA Studio and HANA DB server? So there should be a HANA DB client or HANA client. We can call it as HANA client or HANA DB client. So HANA client is used to establish the connection between Studio and DB server. Without HANA client, we cannot connect from Studio to database server. So HANA database client is also needs to be installed. So the mandatory components are HANA DB server, HANA client, and to access your HANA database from HANA Studio, we need HANA DB client, HANA Studio as well. So all these three are mandatory, right? There is one more mandatory one, that is HDBLCM. So if you want to install all these three components, HANA DB server, HANA client, and HANA Studio, we need HDBLCM. By using HDBLCM only, we are going to be install HANA DB server, HANA client, and HANA Studio. Okay, so now we'll discuss about HDBLCM. HDBLCM is divided into two aspects. One is platform lifecycle management. The another one is application lifecycle management. Okay, platform lifecycle management is used for installations. Platform lifecycle management is used for installations, updates, and configurations. Whereas application lifecycle management is used for applying add-ons. We also call them as plugins, and also used to develop the objects, use it to assemble the objects, and also to transport the objects from one HANA system to another HANA system. Okay, coming to platform lifecycle management. Okay, so the installations and updates are done through installation media. So installation media means nothing but the software which we downloaded from SAP site, the software which we downloaded from SAP Service Marketplace. That software is called as installation media. After downloading that software, okay, in that software we have HDBLCM, HDBLCM GUI, and HDBLCM interfaces. Okay, so if you want to install your HANA database, you can use all these three interfaces. By using HDBLCM, we can install and update HANA database through command level. By using HDBLCM GUI, okay, we can install and update HANA database by using graphical user interface. By using HDBLCM web, we can update HANA database through web browser. So HDBLCM through command level, where we can update and where we can install and update HANA database and additional components as well. HDBLCM GUI is also used to install and update additional components through graphical user interface. And HDBLCM web is used to update HANA database and additional components through browser level. These are the three different interfaces where you can do installations and updates. By using platform lifecycle management, we can do configurations, right? How we can do configurations? By using recent HDBLCM. After installation of HANA database, In this HANA shared location, you have a HDBLCM. In this HANA shared location, you have a HDBLCM. After the HANA database installation, this location will be created. In HANA shared location, HDBLCM will be created. In this location, we have again 3 interfaces: HDBLCM, LCM GUI, and LCM Web. Okay, by using resident HDBLCM, okay, we are going to be perform configurations. How we are going to be perform configurations? By using 3 interfaces. One is HDBLCM. Through command level, we can do configurations. The another one is HDBLCM GUI. Through graphical level, we can do configurations. The another one is HDBLCM Web. Through web browser, we can do configurations. So the configurations are done through HDBLCM, and installations and updates are done through installation media. And coming to application lifecycle management. So by using application lifecycle management, we can apply add-ons or plugins to HANA database, and we can develop the objects, we can assemble the objects, and we can transport the objects from one HANA system to another HANA system, that is one HANA database to another HANA database. So in how many ways we can do that? By using HDBLCM, HDBALM through command line interface, by using HANA Studio through graphical user interface, by using HDBALM Web through browser interface. Okay, so 80% activities of ALM will be done by developers. Okay, only 20% activities are done by administrators, that is a transport management configuration. Okay. And platform lifecycle management is purely done by database administrators. Okay, 100% PLM activities are done by database administrators. While coming to ALM, 20% of activities are done by HANA database administrators. Remaining activities are done by developers. Okay, and here in interview point of view, okay, they'll ask you a question like, what is the difference between HDBLCM and resident HDBLCM? So here we have HDBLCM. Here also we have HDBLCM. So this HDBLCM came through your installation media. Okay, which we downloaded the software from SAP Service Marketplace. But this HDBLCM came through after database installation. So we call it as resident HDBLCM. What is the difference between HDBLCM and resident HDBLCM? They'll ask you this question. Why? Because in both of these locations, we have HDBLCM, right? So you need to answer that. By using HDBLCM, we can do installations and updates of HANA DB server and additional components. Whereas by using resident HDBLCM, we can do configurations. We'll come to know what are the configurations we do by using resident HDBLCM. Okay, so this is about your PLM and ALM. Okay, and so this is about my session, and today's session. Tomorrow we'll go with the rest of the concepts we have: HANA revisions, HANA sizing, and HANA requirements. Still any questions?
Hello.
Okay, then thank you so much. Have a nice day. We'll catch up you tomorrow at same time with another concept. Okay, bye bye. See you.
Thanks.